Hello, my name is Simba, and welcome to episode 20 of OddSparks, where today we're going to be building this factory. The answer would be to stop teleporting inside and realizing that the ancient generators apparently produce subsurface aether. Yay. Okay, so now that I know that, I can travel back over here. And there is a generator over this way. Oof, of course not. Of course not. Why would I be able to do that? Alright, so I can rejigger these things. There we go. Alright, perfect. I still need to move this back. But, I just gotta get from over there to over here, so let's go ahead and put in a crate. It's already way too long of a path. Auto-saving lag again. There's this, and this is actually almost full. That's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and put another crate here, and let's get, you know, that would be the case, yeah, wouldn't it? And alright, let's get all our stuff back. Alright, so now I've done that, we teleport back. Alright, so let's do OddSparks. Yeah. No, this is the right one. Just looking at it the wrong way. There we go. Alright, so let's put 1, 2. Come on now. 3. I guess maybe just one more. Alright, now let's build the filters again. Okay, so you're gonna say that you can't be empty. And I'm gonna go ahead and copy. Alright, so next I can do this. Flip it. And say the opposite here. Oh, well, no. I didn't want to flip it. Goodness. Yeah, 'cause I can just build them. Wait, you're already? Dude, what is this? Take him out, man. What? What? God, it's gonna be annoying. So, do I have to set up new shooting guys over here? Like, I have slashy sparks on this train right here still. I mean, I could totally pull those off and do something with them. So if I do that, And then I just have to fight these slashies all the way over there. And I'll have to do something with the scrubbies. I'm gonna have to think about how I want to set this up, and I'll be back in a moment. So I think what I'm gonna do, I moved the cannons around a little bit, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But this turns like 18 and like 2 into 20 or something like that. So I could have a system that duplicates these shards and then takes whatever comes out of that and first sets it in a spot where it would cleanse the dirty sparks, which will get me this, and I could cycle it back into here. I can put these back into the system, and I just gotta hope I can set up something that pulls from this chest before it pulls from the other chest, so we use less copper back at the setup. So I gotta clear out some land, and I'll be back in a moment, and we're gonna try and figure out how to do that. So first they're gonna go into an alchemy lab. So no, this is not an alchemy lab. Here you go, alchemy lab. First they go into an alchemy lab, and they will be duplicated. Okay, so it's 18 and 4 equals 20. Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. I put that there. I need to move this around. And oh gosh, I need to get these guys off of here. Is there a way that I can do this cleaner? Why is there a trash can here? Oh, for those things. Okay. How about this? I won't trash them just yet. I'll trash them later on down the line, so I can have more space right here. So we're gonna do this. Oh, I needed that there. Hee. Okay, so that gives me more room over here. This can also just come up. Alright, let's build a one-way. Oh. Okay, so I'll get that, and now we have to get... Honestly, I'm going to do this here with another... Actually, let me do a cool new trick I found. It's from the Zanzibari man. So, on a small input like this, you only need 2 inputs. You can use one path and a blocker, and they will stay separate. So I'm gonna need a crossing. And I'm gonna want to move it. Okay, and do I want another crate here? Yeah, sure. Alright, let's build some filters. You have to be empty. Can't. And can't. Alright, let's put some guys down. One here, one here. Okay. So, theoretically, this should be working. Once it gets 18 of the things, it's gonna take a little while. Alright, so after we do this, we're gonna have extra cleansing fragments. So now those cleansing fragments have to go into an etheric collider with something from over here. So let's do something along the lines of this, right? Let's do I need to make it probably one longer. And let's do storage. Okay, let's do an etheric collider. Let's see. Yeah, here's the spark cleansing. Alright. So it doesn't really matter what side I bring it in from, so let's mess with it some more. Alright, so I put that there. I can run this over and say that you have to be these guys. But I think I will have, just in case, a big crate here. So that way I can do the filters again. One right here for it can't be empty. Autosave, yay! Okay, so theoretically, this should always fill up first. And it should run into here. And then we have the corrupted spark tokens being brought in. So if I just go ahead and throw those in there. So once we get enough cleansing fragments, this will process. It will make additional cleansing fragments. Those will be brought out, dropped in here. First used to cleanse the sparks. So I need to move. I just need to move everything out of the way. Okay. So if I made this a loop here instead, and I put in a crate right here, and after it I put the recycler. Yeah, something like that right there. Okay. Let's do another can't be empty filter just in case. Can't be empty, B3, doop, doop. Perfect. Okay, so he should sit there for now. I don't need any of these guys in storage, so excuse me, thank you. Perfect. Okay. And that's going to be working. For now, I need another big crate and double filters again. Oh, okay, so this is somehow set up. It somewhat works. It should work. This should entirely work. Now I gotta figure out how to integrate giving the system. Well, so first thing I can do is give myself more room. That's the only thing, because these are the scrubbies. I feel like if I turned this into like a loop, and put another one here, put the input from over here. And I could put a crossing down. And another crossing. Okay. So how this should work is you have to be empty to leave this roundabout. Okay. Okay, so these guys should swing by and grab from, it's empty now, but it will soon have stuff in it. It'll grab from this chest first, before the other, so it'll just help us save a little bit of. Let's do another here, and honestly here. 1, 2, and 3. And now I gotta do the filters again. Empty to leave. Gotta be empty to leave. And let's go for can't. Perfect. And then boom. I know it's not working at all right now. Ooh, we're finally getting something to go. It's finally running. It's finally running. So, I don't know how many gray aether I'm making, but I feel like I could duplicate this a few more times, honestly. I'd have to figure out the math on it, but I kind of want to try and like stick it in like right here, maybe duplicate it 2 or 3 more times. Give me a second, I'll be right back. So I think I figured out a cheeky way to do it. So if I take out this filter and change it for an amount filter, for it to say a full stack, and then I just put a crate right here and give this guy some room to roam. So it will infinitely feed itself before it does anything else. So wait, what? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now this should just constantly stay running and infinitely give me cleansing shards. I don't know, I might run out of these gray aethers. The world may never know. But once we do start backing up, I can actually just simulate that now. Oh, I still have to put another guy on this line. Okay, so this should be working. I should be making either gray shards or sparks. Okay, so I made some gray shards. That's fine. Alright. Perfect. This should be working. Yep, there it goes. This is working exactly how I want it to. Yay. But I still want to put more of these in line, just so it can duplicate itself more times. And since I have so many on backlog, just almost 13,500, 13,500, sorry. Ooh, we're actually a bit low on this stuff. Maybe it's because it's littering the ground, and I gotta find a solution for that. I feel like I gotta bring puffy sparks over here. Like, this is probably why the lag. Like, look at all these. Look at them all spawn in. They're just everywhere. And like, I tried for a little while changing one of my spark throwers to be items, but I just felt like it wasn't really worth it. Because you kind of gotta just put the spark thrower, like, right here. Is the problem, and that's just right in the infection zone. I mean, I guess I could. I mean, nope. Here we go. Me again. Autosave. No. This is just collect items. Please don't die, guys. I really don't want to have to restock you. Nope. Alright, we already had one casualty. But we've also filled this collector already with all the stuff that was on the ground. Don't understand how I'm supposed to do this better. But and look, it's well. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. Yeah, there we go. So we can only have 2 on this loop with a system like this, which I guess that'll have to be fine. I could separate it out more, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. So everything should be working good. We should, yay, we should start working as soon as we fill up again, I guess. Alright, this is such a complex system. Oh my goodness. Alright. But this all seems to work good. So if that's the output. If I were to pull an output out of here, how would I do that? With not you guys. Okay, let's do a crossing right here. Oh, okay. So that is there. Okay. So if these Aether shards come out, actually let's do this and that, and put another blocker up. Another one of these here with crate. And what was it again? It's a alchemy lab that I need. And it's indeed an alchemy lab I need. Perfect. And I'm definitely gonna want an extra couple of storages. Maybe just one. Can't be empty. And one way. So now, oh goodness, we are getting tons of the miasma now. Awesome. Alright, so I guess I gotta let this system run for a while and just see how it does. That is probably going to be the end for this episode. I'm glad I was able to get all this done. I gotta figure out what all I need to tweak and whatnot, but we'll get there eventually. Oh, hold on. Before I start AFKing, let me at least make sure this thing works. So you are the have to be empty one. No, you can't be empty. Alright, perfect. Okay, so now that's working. This is building its way up to working, since it's always netting. And then next it's going to work through our very impressive backlog of these. Once that's all done, then it will start moving on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put one more in place in between episodes at least. But until then, I think that's gonna be it for right now. I'll see you guys next time.